Right, so this is today's offering. This is the Zontes ZT125GK. Now, as far as all of those letters and numbers go, there is loads of different variants of the ZT, so I'm told. The GK would appear to be the one that has all the extras, so let's have a look round. I'll show you all of the extras that this has, and bear in mind, Zontes always has shed loads of extra kit on it, far more than what you'd ever need, but you'll see when we go around. Loads of talking points. Let's look round the usual way. So there's your close-up first of all. Now what draws the eye on this, there's quite a few things for me. You've got those lovely spoke wheels first and foremost. Let's have a look at the rear first. Yeah, lovely spoke wheels. Nice bit of grip on there as well. Do love the look of the exhaust as well. It's not got one of those big thick plastic naff things, you know, Euro 5 compliant monstrosities that comes out. It's just got this quite a trendy looking exhaust. Did I say trendy? Oh my god. Now at the front, I really like the look of that as well. Simple touch, but the front brake disc has got a bit of a shield to it. Again, simple, but it just makes it look that little bit different. Crash bars on this as well, and it's also got the bungs on the end, so should you drop it, it's going to be very well protected. It has got rear pegs. Spirit Beast. I don't know if that is like standard or it's an aftermarket thing. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've got one. Previous owner has attached this bag to the rear seat. I don't know if that's been bolted on or what, but it's pretty firm on there. Simple touch, but I like it. Just something different on the indicators, like little fins or bars. It is a chain drive. There's no centre stand, just the side stand, which it's currently on. Nice from the front as well. This does have, I'm not even going to call it a windshield. It's a nice little styling point from the front. There is a version of this bike that doesn't come with that, and putting them side by side, I think this one does look better. Does suit it. The lever protection and your knuckle guards as well. Like that. Again, there is another bike that Into Moto has, which is essentially the same bike as this, but it isn't the GK version, so it comes without a lot of the things I've already pointed out. It just seems like this bike in comparison to the other one has just got all of the extras thrown on, and I think it really suits the bike for having them. It's quite a low seat. I'm 5'8" with a 29 inch inseam. That's important. I've got little bitty legs, but with my backside on the seat, I'm flat foot both sides with a bend in the knee, so I'm not stretching. So it is a low seat. It would suit a shorter rider. It's comfortable. You are sat up straight. It's a lovely place to be. But I will say, you do feel like you're sat on top of the bike. Been on quite a few bikes recently where the seat comes down quite a lot and the tank comes up, so you feel like you're in the bike. This, you're very much towering over it. The tank does feel quite low. And you'll have to stay with me for the test ride so you can see just how we get on. But yeah, so far so good. Now, as is always the way with Zontes, and I found this, whether it be the scooters or the gear bikes, they come fully loaded, loads of tech, and this is no different. You can see it's got far more than the standard buttons here. You've got your horn, your indicators, you've got your hazards, your high, your low beam, your flash, but there's also a mode button and a set button over here. Right hand side, again, more than the standard. You've got your engine start, you've got your lights on or off. I've got an engine cut off. You've got a button to lift the seat, a button to lift your fuel cap. that is very common with all Zontes. I think it's a bit of a Gucci touch, to be fair. I'll show you that very shortly. And then you've got your on button. Because this bike is keyless, you just have to have your fob with you. I'll show you that. So there is a few that I've seen with this bike. You've got this one, which very handy, just fits in your pocket. But there is like a wrist watch type version of it. It's the same fob, but only it's got a watch strap on it, so it can go around your wrist. Don't put it on your ankle though, it will look like you're on a tag. Okay, so bike comes alive. You can see that it's an LCD screen. There is like an electronic steering lock as well, so once the bike's off, the bike will lock your steering, so a nice bit of security on there. As far as the screen goes, loads of tech as you would expect from Zontes. We've got a gear indicator, you've got engine temperature, fuel gauge, you've got clocks, you've got odometers, you've got your total miles, you've got trip miles, you've got big speedo, you've got the warning lights on the outside. Currently that one, I think it's the tyre pressure thing, is on. Don't know how to reset it, but the tyres are fully inflated. It'll just need a button pressing, but there's that many buttons on here, I just can't tell you which one it is to do it. Completely and utterly unnecessary, but I like it. It's a nice touch, it's well hidden, and yeah, it's just something else that you don't need, but you're kind of glad you've got it because it's a bit Gucci. The only thing left for me to do is to take this bike out for a ride, and make sure you join me for that. Now, I've already said, looks wise on this bike, I really like it. Just a really nice bike, loads of things to play with. You might see some blue sky as well. Not used to it, it's not even raining. Let's go for a ride. It's unbelievably smooth. Wow. Right, so we're on the cobble test. Now I've got to say, the suspension on this is really nice. You can feel the odd bump, but not much. It's actually soaking them up pretty well. Oh, quite nippy. But the noise. Now, I know the noise isn't a big deal for everyone. And this, when you wind it on a little bit, the noise does get a little bit beefier. But if you keep it quite low down the revs, it's actually really quiet, this bike. Really quiet. And, you know, for some people, that will be a really big selling point. But what I do like instantly, the seating position is lovely, my back is nice up straight, I'm not stretching with my arms, there's a nice little bend in the arms, so it's a nice bike that you could spend hours on and be comfortable. I like that. Really like these bar end mirrors as well. Not only do they look nice, but they're in a place there where you've got a nice view behind you. I like that. Some bar end mirrors, they're a bit naff, to be fair. They look nice, but practically you can see nothing behind you, but these are good. Another thing I'm really impressed with is just how smoothly this goes into gear. The slightest tap with your foot and we're changing gears, and the gear changes are faultless. 40 mile an hour stretch. Yeah, 40 mile an hour, absolutely no issues, but you would expect that. I've been on a couple of these Zontes or Zontes or however you pronounce them. I've been on a couple and I've always found them to be on the better side of the performance charts. They do seem to perform quite well. Let's do a brake test actually. We'll see what the brakes are like. Just kind of pottering about town, they seem fine. But let's give it a little bit of run up here. Try a brake test. Okay, now this bike it's as good as brand new. So as far as the brake tests go, I would say the brakes feel very, very new. I'm not going to be doing any speed tests on this bike today, albeit this bike is being sold as used, believe it or not. It's only got 121 miles on the clock, so it is very, very low mileage. Now, Into Moto have bought 3 of these bikes. Now the bikes are slightly different, as I've said on the walk round. From looking at the bikes that they've got this, which appears to be the best one for me because it's fully loaded, it's got all of the bells and whistles, it's got just about every extra, and the decent additions, to be fair, as well. They're not just thrown on there for the sake of it. I do love the styling touch of the screen. It's not doing much as far as wind protection goes, but it just looks nice, as do the disc guards as well. It's just nice little touches on this bike that I just think look really nice. From previous Zontes that I've been on, and I've been on a couple of them now, they do seem to perform really well. You'll certainly get 60 miles an hour out of it. I don't know how much more, if any more, because with it being a 125, they are restricted, so they don't go too fast. But 60 mile an hour is the go-to, isn't it? If it can do that, then it's good enough for a dual carriageway and a bit of a blast. It's quite sprightly, to be fair, and I'm not redlining it at all. Like I say, it's a new bike, it's not even been run in yet, it's only got just over 100 miles on, so it is pretty much a brand new bike. But there will be a monster saving on a new bike price because this has been registered, so you won't be paying new bike prices. I can't for the life of me think of the price Into Moto said, but I should imagine it's going to be at least a fair few £100 cheaper than a new bike, and it's essentially a brand new bike. It looks like a brand new bike and it rides like a new bike. Everything is just sweet. The only thing I would say is, as much as I love the look of the exhaust, it just sounds a little bit tame. Now I know for everyone, some people like a loud exhaust. I'm kind of indifferent, me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the style of bike. And I would say with something like this, the sound that it makes is actually, it's bike appropriate. It's loud enough, and it's quite, let's say it's quite quiet when you're on idle like we are now. But as soon as you go up the revs, it does, well, it sounds a little bit meatier, but you do have to wring its neck for that, and I'm not going to do that today. So yeah, it sounds quite tame, so your neighbours will like it. When you start your bike in the morning, you're not going to wake them up. If you were looking at one of these Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki's, whatever, and it had the technology that this has on, with your keyless riding and all that malarkey, I would bet you'd be paying a minimum of about somewhere between £5,000 and £6,000. Now when you look at it like that, that actually makes this a really good option. And whilst this is a learner legal bike, for somebody just looking for something to potter about on, commuter for work, or just a bike to ride around town, yeah, it will do the job perfectly for you, and you'll be able to spend hours playing with your buttons as well, if that's something that you're into. My initial impressions of this bike are really positive. It's a comfortable bike. The performance is up there. As far as 125 performance goes, it's up there with the best of them. Yeah, there's not really a lot to complain about with this bike. There is quite a hefty saving going to be on this bike compared to a brand new one, and even now it's only got 123 miles on the clock. So I've been out on it today. I've not done much. I've done about 5 miles or something, but that for me is plenty enough for me to tell you that it's a really nice bike to ride. I don't need to ride it any more than that, because it goes through the gears well, it's a decent performer, and it's comfortable, importantly. So if you're interested, you know where to go. They've still got the bunting up. Don't know if they've put that up for me. I'm going to say they have. They've put it up for me just for today. No, they've not. It'll be from the demo day the other week, but it still looks nice, I think. Anyway, if you're interested, get down to Into Moto. There are 3 versions of this bike that they've got, all very similar, all with slight little tweaks, different, but this for me is the star of the show. It's got next to no miles, and it's got pretty much everything attached to it. So this is the one to have. So get down if you're interested, and I'll catch you lot on the next one. Laters.